My name is Ben Chapman. I got into cycling when I was 8. My most favourite thing in the world is jumping on a train and just get off and then go ride in that area. It's just the freedom of having a bike and to go anywhere you want.
Good morning and welcome back. This morning I landed back into Newcastle upon Tyne from Mallorca, and I thought, what a great opportunity to unpack all my stuff and show you guys what I actually take with me. But first, I'm going to grab a coffee. So, coffee consumed. I've got school run in an hour and a half, so let's see if I can get this video made. So this is the first time I've ever used this bike box. It was provided to me by Team Cycles. I partnered up with them last year. Previous to that, I've been using my friend's bike box. They're pretty much every trip that I've ever been on, except for the ones where I don't need to bring the bike box back, in which I use a cardboard box. But on this occasion, I took one out of our stores and I thought I'd see how it goes. So it was the first time I've ever packed this up. This is the Polaris EVA pod. It's their clamshell shape design. So this foam doesn't actually come with it, but you can see it's just sort of extra protection that I've put on the top. Then underneath the foam is all the junk. So with this bike box, the only thing that you actually have to take off is the handlebars, which are here, and I've just spun them, as you can see there. The wheels, which go in 2 holders, the other one's on the other side of that, hence why the bike box always falls over. And then again, this extra foam is just for my own peace of mind, to be quite honest. I'm sure that they've tested the bike in there on its own, but yeah, it wasn't enough for me. And then I've got my helmet, which I just slide in. This is my kit bag, so that's got all of my jerseys in it, all of my tools. And then I've got a quick tool set here, which is just wrapped up in a plastic bag. So if I just need some quick tools to do anything, that's there. And then I just put other stuff that I don't want to pack. So my sliders, my cycling shoes, and it's pretty simple really. So the first trip I ever did was Newcastle to Switzerland, and I didn't need a bike box whatsoever because I live in Newcastle and we finished in Switzerland. When I got to Switzerland, my Sunglasses supporter, Sungod, they went to the Trek store and got me an old Trek bike box. The second trip I did, we rode up the coast of Spain, and I flew into Spain and I had my bike in a normal cardboard box that I got from my local store. I built that box in the disabled toilets in Spain, and when I went to push it out to ride out the airport, my brakes had seized because I hadn't used these. Some people put cardboard in between their brake pads, some people use these, and it's not a mistake I'm ever going to make again. I had to go to the Trek store and get them to bleed my brakes before I could go anywhere, which incurred extra taxi charges. Also, probably not as needed, is I took my rear derailleur off. I've lost 3 rear derailleurs through luggage being crushed and the derailleur hanger bent. This time I took the rear derailleur off and just laid it on some foam. So as I mentioned, this bike box just kept falling over. Now maybe you will say that I overfilled it, but I put in everything that I needed and it gave it a little bit more padding. I've got, like I said, my clothes in there, my helmet, my shoes, and you can go up to around about 32 kilograms, which is the legal limit, I got told, of somebody lifting your bag at the airport for health and safety reasons, and this was 30 bang on. So I'd hit my limit. I couldn't fill it any more than it is, and I presume that people who make these bike boxes know how much you're going to put in. So yeah, but I just think the bike box itself, having a wheel and a frame on one side, it's always going to be heavier. So when I was pulling this to go meet our transfer yesterday, it just kept falling over to the side, and we probably walked about 2k in 20 degrees heat, and I was wearing black jeans. It wasn't ideal, but it's kept my bike secure and it's done the job it's meant to do. I just don't think it was for this trip. So you probably saw there, as much as I've took the derailleur off, I didn't take the chain off. I think next time I will. I wouldn't want it rubbing on my frame. The frame needs a wash anyway. I've been away for a week and covered 500k, but I don't think I would leave the chain on again. I think it'd be a little bit more tidier in the box to have the chain off. So hangers on, derailleur is off, chains off, and then you can just bag all that up and you don't have to actually package it. One thing I will say with taking a bike abroad, whether you're bike packing or whether you're just going on a holiday, is pack light. I think I used to take everything. My first trip to Newcastle to Switzerland, I took like 7, 8 different jerseys. And as much as they don't weigh anything, you don't actually need them. And they don't take up that much space. I took hair clippers. Now I've bought like a smaller set of hair clippers which just take an AA battery. And I think you learn over time. Even on this trip, I didn't take hair clippers. And I'm pretty self-conscious about my hair. Like, I've either got a hat on or I've got a really clean bald head. So yeah, I think you just need to worry about what you really need. The trip that I've just been on was a holiday and I still packed light because it just makes life so much more easier. Having a bum bag just with your passport in and a few things, and then everything that you just want to take with you, just put it around the bike and just use it as padding almost. This bag hasn't been that bad. Team Cycles, they actually hire these bags out, and it'd be great if I didn't have to drag it as far as I did yesterday. Will I use this bike box in the future? Probably, because I don't really have a choice unless I want to go buy another one, and they are quite expensive. But it looks like the bike's come back in one piece, which is great, and I know how to pull it now. It took a while, but I know how to pull it. We're all unpacked, and I'm going to take this to the shop tomorrow to be washed. So fast forward 12 hours and I'm off to the bike shop. The original plan this morning was to take the bike with me and the bike box, put the bike box back in the stores and then give my bike a good wash. Stupidly, I put on a cream jumper, so I've decided against that. But one great thing actually that I've just found out about this bike box is it actually goes in my car absolutely perfectly. Now I've got the smallest car known to man, Fiat 500 Abarth. And with the seats back, obviously, it goes in great. The original bike box that I was borrowing off my friend that I mentioned, the handlebars didn't even come off or spin on that, so it was actually a struggle to get it in the car. But I think that's one good thing to think about. If you are buying a bike box, will it fit in your car? And this one definitely does. What are you doing with that?
Take some more photographs. There's a guy has asked for more pics because he thinks you might be getting it. So it might be up out the floor soon.
People that work at Team Cycles, what's your name, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm Matty Gloutley, I'm from Langley Park. I ride mountain bikes and I'm a mechanic here at Team Cycles.
Do you enjoy it?
Love it.
How long you worked here?
What's it, 2 year? 2 year now?
Just qualified.
Just qualified,
Badass.
Just a baby.
Just a baby.
Big baby.
Big baby.
The mountain bike scars. Proof in the pudding. Look at those legs, man.
They're destroyed.
So I've dropped the bike box back off. I've picked up some new parts because I'm building a wheel set. Rachel's boring us with her indigestion problems. So Jonathan's editing. Like, subscribe, be happy, and I'll see you on the next one.
Ding that notification bell.
And